Welcome back to the Gripping Plots. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 badass action series from last couple of years. Having said that, we already covered some of this series in our other video. So, if you're new here you can enjoy this video, but if you are a regular viewer then you can avoid this video. In this video, we also avoid Korean and Marvel's action series.
You're a spy, like me. Catch.
Our number 10 countdown is The Continental, from the world of John Wick. It is a really cool TV show that dives deep into the action-packed world of the famous John Wick movies. It's all about assassins and secret stuff, and it takes place at this fancy hotel called The Continental, where hitmen can hang out and be safe. As the show goes on, you meet lots of different characters, like really good assassins, sneaky crooks, and shady folks from the criminal world. Each episode gives you a peek into their lives as they deal with danger, betrayal, and all kinds of tricky situations. Our number 9 countdown is Into the Badlands. It is a super cool TV series with lots of action and adventure. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world where there are these feudal societies ruled by powerful barons who control resources and people. But what makes this show really stand out is the amazing martial arts. Seriously, the fight scenes are like something out of a really epic kung fu movie. The main character, Sonny, is a total badass warrior who works for one of the barons. But then he starts questioning things and wants to break free from the whole system. There's also this kid named MK who has some crazy powers and gets mixed up in everything. It's got drama, suspense, and some seriously awesome fight scenes. If you're into action-packed shows with a cool story, you gotta check out Into the Badlands. Our number 8 countdown is The Terminal List. It is a TV show based on the book by Jack Carr. It's about James Reese, a Navy SEAL whose team gets attacked during a secret mission. Reese survives, but there's something fishy about what happened. Reese is really determined to find out the truth and make things right. He goes on a dangerous journey to figure out who betrayed his team. Along the way, he has to deal with some tough enemies and discovers a big conspiracy that goes way beyond what he thought. The show promises to have lots of exciting action, twisty plots, and characters who are really complicated. Our number 7 countdown is Jack Ryan. It is a TV show that follows the adventures of Jack Ryan, a guy who used to be a Marine and now works as a CIA analyst. He deals with all sorts of big problems and dangers that threaten the country's safety. The show follows Ryan's journey from working at a desk to going out on dangerous missions all over the world. Throughout the series, he goes up against terrorists, bad countries, and other enemies, using his smarts, bravery, and resourcefulness to keep his country and its friends safe. Jack Ryan is famous for its exciting action scenes, suspenseful stories, and characters with lots of layers. It talks about real-world problems while also showing the personal struggles and tough choices that people in the intelligence world have to deal with. Our number 6 countdown is Reacher. It is a really interesting TV show based on the famous character made by Lee Child. It's all about Jack Reacher, a guy who used to be a cop in the military but now just travels around and gets caught up in different mysteries and problems. The show starts with Reacher showing up in a new town, hoping for some peace and quiet but ending up in some kind of trouble every time. Each episode, he's got a new problem to deal with, like solving a murder, figuring out a big secret, or protecting regular people from bad guys. What makes Reacher special is its main character, Jack Reacher. He's a really smart and tough guy, with great fighting skills and a strong sense of right and wrong. Even though he seems tough on the outside, he's all about doing what's fair and helping out, no matter what it costs him. Our number 5 countdown is Citadel. It is an exciting TV series that promises to take viewers on a thrilling journey through the world of spies, secrets, and big plots. Made by the Russo brothers, the show is going to be a big project that tells stories across many countries and cultures. At its heart, Citadel is about a bunch of spies from different places who need to find and stop a bad group trying to take over the world. They gotta move fast to stop the bad guys, dealing with tricky alliances, betrayals, and tough choices along the way. One cool thing about Citadel is how it tells its story. The show has lots of different plots happening in different countries, so you get to see things from different angles. Our number 4 countdown, Banshee. It is a TV show that mixes action, drama, and crime in a really thrilling story that keeps you hooked. It's set in this made-up town called Banshee, Pennsylvania, and it follows a guy who just got out of jail and pretends to be the sheriff, Lucas Hood, to start over. The story kicks off when this guy, who we only know as Hood, gets out of prison after doing 15 years. Right away, he's in a big, dangerous game with a really mean gangster named Rabbit, who wants payback for stuff that happened before. Banshee is all about action and suspense, with lots of twists and turns that keep you guessing. It's a wild ride from start to finish. Our number 3 countdown is The Night Agent. It is a really intense TV show that dives into the world of spies, secret plans, and tough choices. It's based on a book by Matthew Quirk and follows the story of FBI agent Peter Sutherland as he deals with a bunch of secrets and lies. The show starts after a big terrorist attack in Washington, D.C. Peter gets thrown into a really serious game where he's trying to find out what really happened and stop more bad stuff from going down. As Peter keeps looking into things, he realizes that stuff isn't always what it seems. There are some powerful people in the government and spy agencies who will do anything to keep their secrets safe. Our number 2 countdown is Vikings, Valhalla. It is a show set in the same world as the original Vikings series but with a new story and characters. It keeps telling the story of the Viking Age, focusing on real events and famous people from the late 9th and early 10th centuries. The show looks at how the Vikings spread across Europe and the problems they had as they fought with other cultures and kingdoms. Just like the first series, Vikings, Valhalla has big battles, tricky politics, and personal stories within Viking society. Overall, Vikings, Valhalla promises to have the same exciting mix of action, drama, and history that made the original series so popular. But it also gives a new perspective on the Viking Age and how it changed the world. Our number 1 countdown, Warrior. It is a super exciting TV show that takes you into the gritty and lively world of San Francisco's Chinatown in the late 1800s. It's based on the writings of martial arts legend Bruce Lee and follows the story of Assam, a really skilled martial artist who moves to America from China to find his sister. The show is all about the Tong Wars, a big fight between different Chinese gangs. It's a really violent conflict, and it shows a lot about identity, fitting in, and the power struggles in the immigrant community. Assam gets caught up in all the craziness of Chinatown really quickly. Warrior is famous for its super awesome martial arts fights, really interesting stories, and characters you can totally get into. Let me in the comments section which one is your favorite. Don't forget to like our video and please subscribe our channel.